Oh fuck. What's up, guys? So I wanted to do this Q&A because we reached 500 subscribers, and it might look like a small goal, but it's, for me, it's always been super important to celebrate every little goal. Just came back from the gym. I was going to record it there, but honestly, I was too busy, and I felt a bit embarrassed to set up all this. Like, now I have like a tripod with my phone and all that stuff. Like, it's one of my goals to be able to record myself in public and not be afraid. But on the other hand, I still want to be grounded in reality. Like, many times things that are cool online, like in the real world, are cringy as fuck. And like, I am also to blame for this, like, for example, sharing my revenue numbers. Like, I will tell you exactly how much I make and what the margins are like, and maybe I write blog posts about me crying and stuff like that, but I cannot say those things at a dinner party. Like, that's just cringe. Like, people that don't know you, you don't tell them how much money you make, and so on and so forth. So even though I want to be more free with recording myself in public and not caring about other people's opinions, I still want to be grounded in reality, if that makes sense, and be able to read the room and be normal, not be cringe as fuck. So in this video, we're going to do a small little Q&A. So I wrote everything down here. These are some of the most asked questions that I have. I went through my DMs on Twitter, email, anywhere that I have like my DMs open, and I just grabbed some of the most common questions. So let's do this. So Q&A. Question number one: how did you identify the market need or opportunity for cyber leads? So cyber leads is my product that, it was my 20th product. It was the product that ended up changing my life. And how did I identify the market need or opportunity for your product? So what I did is, and you can go to my blog and you can read the blog post, which is called 2 Years of Building Products, okay? And what I did is I took account of every single product that I had launched up until that time, which there were 15 products. And I tried to understand, where did I succeed and where did I fail? And I realized that many times it's not the effort that you put in, but it's the market that you're in. The market that you are in is one of the most important elements to your success. And Justin from Transistor FM has a great podcast on indie hackers. I remember that in 2018 I listened, or 2019 I listened to that. And it made me really think about going market first. Okay, so that is what I did. Up until 2020, I was going first idea, then try to identify, okay, I built this product, who might need this product? Okay, they might need this product. So then I would go market, and then I would go acquisition channel. So, okay, so I built this product, now I found who might be interested, and now let me go and find them and market to them. What you should do, in my opinion, is exactly the reverse. So what I did is, instead of going idea, market, channel, I went channel, market, idea. So I went, okay, where do I hang out and who can I reach? Okay, mostly tech, because I was on Twitter. Mind you, I had like 600 followers, nothing crazy. But I was on Twitter, I was on Product Hunt, I knew the ropes around those places. So I thought, okay, it should be in tech. I wanted to be B2B because I had been burned so many times trying to, chase people for $5 a month invoices, and asking for discounts, and it was so stressful and difficult. So I knew it had to be in tech, I knew it had to be B2B, so I started with the channels, okay, so Twitter, Product Hunt, Universe. Then I went market, so then I try to identify good markets, which, in my opinion, good market is a market that is not a winner-take-all market, so there can be multiple players. For example, if you come to me and you say, Alex, I have this great idea, it's a search engine, I'll be like, dude, that's stupid. That's a winner-take-all market. Okay, it's very difficult to overthrow the king, because the power laws that apply there. Like, everyone goes to the same social media networks, right? You don't have a friend that says, are you on X social media? Yeah, it's a little one, I use it. we're all on the same social media networks. So, not winner-take-all market. Number 2, what makes a good market? So it's something that you can build by yourself. You don't need a huge team, and there's like a low barrier to entry. Okay. And number 3 is something that you enjoy and you pretty much know about the market, and you see many players winning at the same time, making millions, or whatever your number is, right? Like maybe you want to make 1K per month. You see multiple players make 1K per month. So for me, I had found 3 markets, and one of them was cybersecurity, another one was lead generation, which is cyber leads, and the third one was recruiting. In those 3 markets, I found multiple players that were all making millions, and it was not a winner-take-all market, and it aligned with my channels that were like Twitter, Product Hunt, Tech, all that stuff, B2B. So that's how I identified the market need or opportunity for cyber leads. Question number 2. What were the biggest challenges you faced in the early stages of building your product? The same as with every product, right? Like the most difficult thing, many people, they think too far ahead, I think. Like scale is relative. If you are at 0 users, scaling means getting your first user. A good way to do that is just to launch. Launch everywhere. Twitter, Reddit. Send messages to friends and family, like warm inbound, warm outbound. Like I made a video on this, like go to my YouTube channel. It's like the best channels for solopreneurs. So for me, in the early stages, I launched straight away on Product Hunt, and I got 10 customers. B2B, first time in my life. I saw a B2B, I saw like a business email, and I was like, oh my God, this is real. After that though, you know, the bad thing with launches is that you launch, and then now what? Like, how can you launch every day, in a sense, right? Like how can you get traffic and customers every single day to your website? If we could launch on Product Hunt every day, we would all be rich. But we cannot do that. So you launch in the beginning, but then you have to start building your channels. And I was trying everything. And I happened to stumble upon Twitter, right? Like my Twitter blew up. I went viral with tweets. I went viral with my blog. And I got multiple customers. So I doubled down on my Twitter, started building in the open very seriously. I had already for years, but at that point, it was like a job for me. So that was the biggest challenge. Those months in between launching and identifying Twitter as the acquisition channel that's going to take me to the next level, from the hundreds of dollars a month to the thousands of dollars a month, those months were very stressful. I tried everything and revenue was going down. And I thought, fuck, maybe this is yet another failure number 20. But boom, I found the channel, and that's all you need. One product and one channel. That's it. Question number 3. How did you get your first 10 users and your first 100 users? So I think I just answered that. My first 10 users from launching, Product Hunt, Reddit, Twitter, and my first 100 users with Twitter, and my blog going viral on Hacker News and all those places. Question number 4. What was the most effective strategy for cyber leads? I would say it was building in the open. It was the best decision I ever made. It attracted so many friends, real life friends, business partners, customers, clients, acknowledgement by millionaires, billionaires. So maybe that's a bit personal and not so much for cyber leads, but I would say they align. So the most effective strategy for cyber leads was, number 1, keeping the product simple as well. That is very important, right? Like I did not bloat my product. It's still so simple like it was on day 1. It's just a newsletter. And then always keeping an open mind and experimenting within your product, but not launching other products, staying focused on one product. There's another video that I have made. You can go and have a look at it. It's called One versus Multiple Products for Solopreneurs. And I go through my strategy, like how I focus only on cyber leads, but I use my shiny object syndrome to my advantage. You should watch that video, I think. Question number 5. How do you manage your time and prioritize tasks? So when I was working a full-time job, I realized that I don't really need a lot of time to get ahead in business. And that in reality, 80% of the work that I do, regardless if I work 2 hours or if I work 10 hours, happens before my lunch break. Even at my day job, I remember I used to focus, get 80% of the work done before the lunch break, then we would have lunch break, and then I would do fuck all for the rest of the day. And it's kind of the same even to today. Like 80% of the days I work until lunch break. And that has remained consistent when I made $400 a month or $4,000 a month, or even now at $40,000 a month. It's consistent. Of course, that's also like a design thing. I want to work until lunch break. I could work longer if I wanted to. Like today, and it's later now. It's around 4 p.m. and I'm recording this video after the gym just because I'm in the mood to do it. But yeah, I manage my time by focusing on the most important tasks in the morning. And when I say the most important tasks, I've written about this in my blog post. It's called 2.5 years, where I finally, ironically, through working a full-time job, realized that I just need 2 hours per day. And I need to sit down and pretend that someone has a gun against my head and is telling me that if you don't get customers by the end of the week, I'm going to shoot you in the head. And what would you do if someone held a gun to your head and said, okay, for your product, you need to get a customer by the end of the week? What would you do? Do that. Every day. That's it. So that's how I try to prioritize my time. I just do the important things. That's it. And all the rest, you don't really have to do them. Okay. What tools and technologies have been indispensable in building and growing Cyberleads? Early on, I built Cyberleads with no code because I was sick and tired of coding from my day job, actually. So in the beginning, I was not really automating everything. I did everything by hand, the newsletter by hand. I sent the welcoming emails manually. And I did not really over-engineer anything, you know? Even to today, like I run a $500,000 per year business and it runs on a $7 per month Heroku plan. So I'm not a really technology guy. I am technical. I build a lot of automations. Like now I have crazy automations with Slack and Trello and Notion and this and that, and you know, all the for the product I service, all my clients are, you know, they pay and then automatically they're sent a questionnaire and then they book a time for the kickoff call, and all the tasks for my 3 VAs are created every single day with a robot. Like I have automations today, but in the beginning I did everything by hand, and I think that is the way to do it. Don't worry about scale. Again, scale is relative. Cross that bridge when you're there. Don't think about how I'm going to get to 10K per month or 100K per month. Go from 0 to 1 user. That's scale. Go from 1 to 10. That is scale. Go from 10 to 50. That is scale. Go to 50, from 50 to 100. That is scale. From 100 to 150. And take it step by step. Don't go crazy. Don't think, okay, I'm going to 10x next year. Let me set up the foundations. That's procrastination. Question number 7. Can you share a pivotal decision or pivot that significantly impacted your business's success? Yes. So one decision was, okay, so when I quit my job, I thought that, okay, my business is going to skyrocket now, right? Because I'm going to go from working 2 hours a day to working as long as I like, potentially 10 hours a day. So of course my business is going to go to the moon, you know? But it did not. It just kept growing linearly, because many times, like, things take time, you know? It doesn't matter how many cooks and chefs you have around, like a pot of water. It takes the same amount of time to boil, or the food needs the same amount of time in the oven to get cooked. I like that analogy because I feel it's the same with business. Like, it takes time. You need to give time. So I was kind of stuck in 2021. January 7th, 2021, I quit my job. or 6th or 7th. It was my last day at my day job. And then for a whole year, I was stuck at around 4K per month, which was great. I was living my dream, right? It was amazing. But I wanted to get to the next level, right? I wanted to keep going. And what I did was I run 20 experiments within CyberLeads, okay? So this is very important. Many people at that point would either sell or start a new product or something like that. But what I did is I focused on CyberLeads, but I tried a bunch of things within CyberLeads. Okay, so I funneled all that energy I have, all that shiny object syndrome that I have within my business. And I say this in every single video that I make. There's a book called Traction that I think you should read, but I'll tell you again because you haven't read it yet. Okay, it's co-written by the co-founder of DuckDuckGo. Okay, find it and read it. That's what I did. That was one of the best decisions that I ever made. And the important thing here is that you need to have a really, 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 really open mind, because you don't know what's going to work. So a reader of my blog sent me an email, and he said, "Hey Alex, big fan of your blog. I used to run this SaaS business. We used to make, I think, 2 million per year in annual recurring revenue, 1 or 2, I don't remember. I would love to have like a Zoom coffee." And at the time, like for me, like $1 million per year sounded so insane. I was like, oh my God, this guy is he's like godlike, you know? Yeah, of course, let's have a Zoom coffee. So we have a Zoom coffee, and he says, "Yeah, I've seen your product, this and that. Like, what is the number one reason why people churn from your product?" And I had a little opt-out form on my website, right? Where you go to cancel, and it says like, "Can you please tell me like why you're canceling? It really helps me improve my little business. It would really be helpful." And I told him that, you know, whether they say it one way or the other way or the third way, they're all saying the same thing. Like, either I don't know how to do it, how to reach out to these people and book meetings and close deals, or I don't have the time. And he just responds, "Okay, why don't you do it for them?" And I remember just being like I wasn't like I am now, like my jaw dropped to the floor. Like, it was such a simple question, but I was so zoomed into my business that I could not even see this as a possibility. And my immediate knee-jerk reaction was like, no, fuck that. I don't want a service business. I don't want clients. I want, you know, a lifestyle business where I travel and it's cool and I don't have to have meetings, this and that. But he planted that seed. And in the next list that I sent out, the first of the month, of the next month, I just said, you know, I've been making these lists for 2 years now. I've seen so many people come in, succeed or fail. I know what works. I know what doesn't work. I'm planning to send emails on your behalf and book your meetings if you want. You know, I'll do it personally with care. Let me know if you're interested. It's 2K per month. Instantly, 10 people respond, yes, I'm interested. Jump on a meeting with one person the next day, boom, let's go, 2K, that's great. And I doubled my revenue almost, right? Like I increased my revenue 50%. I went from 4K to 6K in like a day with one client. So that was the biggest decision, because I was terrified of that decision. I've written about this. I'm saying the same things again, because I am just recycling my old content with these videos, right? I've written about this as well. I think it's 4 years of building products, it's called. It's on alexwest.co. And I talk about all the labyrinth in my mind. It was like a huge decision for me, but it was the correct decision, because now I am living my dream. Question number 8, how do you handle customer feedback and incorporate it into your product development? I don't really. I don't care what people think or tell me. I care what they pay for. So I'm never going to say, what would you like me to build? Would you like me to do this or that? No, I'm going to say, okay, I'm offering this. It costs 2K per month. Are you in or are you out? So that's how I do it. I don't really, and frankly, I don't really iterate on my main product. I keep it simple by default. I have an insane amount of respect for products and companies that keep their products simple, like Trello, like Bear Note Editor, like Cybele. You know, I love that it's so simple, and I have not bloated it with features and, you know, useless integrations and stuff like that. So I don't really. I just see what people pay for, and if they pay for it, enough people pay for it, I keep it. Question number 9. What advice would you give to someone about to start their indie hacking journey? So I would say start building. Because in the beginning you're not going to have good ideas, right? Like your whole world is okay. I go, like, when I was a university student, all my ideas were B2C marketplaces or consumer products, because that was my life. I went out with my friends, I went out for coffee. What should my idea be? Oh, an easy way to find coffee in your city. They were like stupid ideas, but you start getting momentum. So start building fast, start launching fast, start failing fast, get used to failing, get used to understanding that, okay, I failed, but no one gives a damn anyway. And as you are building products, new ideas come. Idea is like a muscle. I used to have a list of ideas, endless. Like I had, number 20 was Cybele. I had another 7 below Cybele. I had so many ideas. But in the beginning I had none. Maybe like you. So start building anything. Try to go, if you can, try to go like I went. Channel first, market second, idea and product third. But action is way more important than pontificating and theorizing and trying to think top down, what's going to work, what is not going to work. I don't care. Try, and don't try to be super unique either. Ironically, Cybele was not unique. I entered a crowded market, many other people doing the same, but down the line, it became so unique. Like Cybele is clearly unique. It's like a blue ocean. Like I do something so specific. I help specifically agencies and productized services find clients that recently raised millions of dollars in funding. It's like so specific now. But in the beginning it was not. So don't go crazy of, I want my product to be unique. I had that, it was a crutch. I lost a lot of, many entrepreneurial years I lost from that. And final question, how do you sustain motivation and deal with setbacks and failures? Okay, I'll be real here. It's easy for me now to say, like, keep going, this and that, but I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say that the most difficult part of the journey is in the beginning, when you have nothing that is working. Once you identify the product that has the potential to change your life and you're seeing that it's growing, you surpass your salary, then you quit your job, you have money aside, then it becomes easy. I've written about this, obviously, again. I've written about it's the transition from artist to athlete. So in the beginning you have to be like a crazy artist, come up with different ideas, come up with different distribution channels and marketing strategies in order to find that one product and one channel. Once you find those, all you have to do while you're still growing is just focus on that one product and one channel and do the same shit every single day. So you go from artist to athlete, the same shit every day. Personally, that is closer to my character. I'm more like an athlete character. I enjoy doing the same things again and again rather than being lost in idea phase, building new products. I don't really enjoy building new products, but I'm gonna say that in the beginning, just try to be prepared that you might need up to 20 products to find the one that works for you. However, that does not mean that I'm just launching stupid products and assume that one of them is going to blow up. You still have to iterate and improve with every product, right? Assess what went right, what went wrong, and progress. So the only way to deal with failure and setback is just keep going and give it 2 years and 20 tries, like I did. And maybe it's more for you. maybe it's 3 years, maybe it's 6 months. I've seen many people do it way faster than me. So I don't really have a good answer here. Just that, you know, many times we say that, you know, when I have this, I will be happy. And most of the time, it's bullshit. But in this case, it's true. Like for me, it's been even more than what I thought it would be. Like living this lifestyle, like traveling the world and working for myself is even better than what I thought. You know, it's been 4 years that, no, 3 years that I'm self-employed. And I still pinch myself every day. Last night I was pinching myself again. I'm in Thailand now, walking on the beach, palm trees, coconut trees actually, coconut trees, stars, beach. And I was thinking that, I honestly, I feel guilty many times. So I'm just telling you that for me, it was not a bullshit goal. It actually was worth it. So maybe it's worth it for you as well. So keep going. I don't have a better answer for you. Sorry. So I'm going to do another Q&A probably at 1,000 subscribers. Let me know if you enjoy these. Leave a question below. Maybe I do them once a week. It depends. If people like these Q&A style videos, I will do them once a week. Maybe at the gym as well. And yeah, if you have any questions, write them below. Love you.